Appreciate y'all sharing. It's always good to share when you go up in the room. When I go watch my favorite live stream, I share it immediately. As soon as I go in, it's not even a question. First of all, because they take the share button, so I usually go in, somebody saying something funny, I gotta leave and go back in. I don't like to do that. So I share as soon as I come up in the room. It's a sign of respect. It's a sign that says, you know what? I kind of like this dude. I don't agree with everything he says, but usually this person is saying something I generally agree with. The person has some integrity. So I always share as soon as I go up in the room. This dude or this guy, this gal, this whoever they may be, I'm fine with whatever labels people want to have. You want to be black, I'll call you black. You want to be white, I'll call you white. You want to be I respect everybody, whatever you want to be called. But censorship is a real thing. And I don't even blame Facebook. I don't blame any social media. We've given the world over to idiocracy. That's what I want to talk about this morning. Idiocracy. Apparently, I didn't know what was happening. Somebody was mailing bombs or something, dropping bombs, colonizing, all kind of crazy stuff. Want to get me upset. I didn't know what was going on, but I never know what's going on. Y'all know me. I don't even pay attention to this stuff. I catch little bits and stuff. You know what's important to me? What's important to me is when y'all post stuff. I get most of my national news anyway. I try to look at the international, but I get most of my, actually no, that's probably not even true. I think I probably get most of my international news from you guys. It's a thing of integrity. I try to make friends with people who know what's important and know what's not. They focus on what's important and they laugh at the other stuff. So it's, that's where I get my news from. But that's why they're attacking this mess. That's why they're censoring, because I think they realize that. I think they realize that we're like a hive mind. And that's a dangerous thing. You get a bunch of critical thinkers together. Because I've had a whole world of idiots. They had idiocracy. So I want to talk about idiocracy this week. I talk about immigration a little bit. Oil spill getting worse in the Gulf of Mexico. And people seem to think that idiocracy started under Trump. And I'm just like, oh my Lord, please keep reading. Please keep reading. I get so tired of going out to these YouTubes and these different sites trying to explain to people. I say colonizer. You're being racist. Don't blame one race. All races colonized. Every last one of them. You still do it today. That's why they hate you. And I'm sorry. I want to be sensitive. I'm not sensitive as I should be to colonizers. I'm not. If you're dropping bombs on people's houses, their weddings, and the kids playing soccer and gardening, you're not gonna get a whole lot of sympathy from me. I don't ever agree with violence. I don't ever go along with violence. I don't ever vote for anybody who wants to do violence. I'm completely, and I'm not passive. I just think that we've evolved past violence. You know, I can't fathom why anybody would keep voting for political parties that are destabilizing the planet, keep voting for the same governments that are causing all the problems. Thousands of people marching towards the border. In fact, that's why I got this, that's why I'm in the banana plantation this month. Banana plantation. Because people forgot about Chiquita Banana. That's why I'm blasted in their face. Still, Chiquita Banana is a company. Every grocery store in my nation got Chiquita bananas. Every single one you go into. It's important because a lot of people still don't seem to realize why thousands of people are marching toward the U.S. borders, completely within their rights. All of them. They're coming here because idiocracy did not start under Trump. Did not. Absolutely did not. Idiocracy been going a long time. All countries, all nations, all governments that have a certain amount of power. The few that actually work for their people, the few that are actually trying to help their people, keep their resources and build up local sustainable economies, we destroy, we topple them. We have to stop. But people looking forward to doing that again. So I don't know. We're going to talk about a few things this morning. I don't know where this conversation is going to go. We'll let it go where it goes. But as thousands of people march to the border, I want you to forget the Alamo. Damn it. Remember Chiquita Banana, the organization that paid paramilitary to kill thousands of people because they like bananas. They like to sell bananas. It's profit, baby. They want to make money. Same reason all your politicians' talking points are just... There was a guy in Idiocracy. Y'all didn't see Idiocracy, spoiler alert, you gotta do your homework. Everybody should have watched Idiocracy by now. It is a documentary, explains where the future of all this is going. Every talking point. Every time I hear one of y'all talking points, all I hear is, I like money. I like money. That's all they are. We're gonna get some health care. I like money. We're gonna build a border. I like money. We're gonna move in some more social. I like money. Why? Because that's all they do. That's all they do. They talk to you, they make a law and act something, and they give it a name to get you to go out and gaslit and vote for destroying a planet. A good idea is to not vote for people who have destroyed the planet to fix the planet. That's just, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah. Idiocracy did not start under Trump. It's continuing under Trump. So this is not a plea for my Trump friends either. It's not. It's continuing. Why? Because they like money. And you like money. And as long as everybody like money, this is going to be a problem. Chiquita Bananas can go and murder anybody they want. Anybody they want. And I think for what they sold the division in Colombia, where they murdered all those people who aren't at the border because they killed them, and the families have $1 billion lawsuit trying to get something because they got like 25 million or something. But the subsidiary company that they sold, they actually made more money than they paid out, and the thousands of people they murdered through their debt colonization because they wanted some banana fields that some indigenous people lived on. We just got to be real about it. Let's be real about it. You know, the Democrats are not taking over to stop Trump. They're taking over because they like money. And Trump like money too. This is my guy. If you haven't watched Idiocracy, you got to watch it. This is the future of where all this is going. Because they get people's emotions and they play them. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Heaven. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Marilyn. YouTube. Good morning, D. Griffin. Oh, that was a great movie. D is an important movie. If your friends don't have it, this is what you buy for Christmas. This is one of the movies I approve of. I completely approve of it. Buy it, put a bow ribbon around it, wrap it up, send it up, and send it to any of your friends who actually think their political parties and their politicians don't like money. They all like money. LUK. I got in trouble yesterday. Good morning, Marilyn and Mary. I got in trouble. Why did I make a post? I don't do grammar, y'all. I don't do grammar. I've worked on $1 million trade deals. I've worked on $1 million software deployments. I've worked for $1 billion corporations, but my grammar sucks. I'm just going to tell you. But I got on one yesterday. Did y'all see that? I said, human beings are loosing. They're loosing habitat. Of course, nobody called me. And then one sister called me. She's like, that loosing? I'm so sick of your grammar. She said, you're saying it wrong. I said, wait a minute, loosing? I said, nah, actually, I was thinking about it. I'm pretty good on the wit side. I said, nah. Because losing, if we were losing habitat, I mean, somebody's taking it from us. Right? It's like America going to Honduras and murdering people so they got to walk towards the border, right? That's like America and France and Britain and UK going murdering people in Yemen and taking their land and their resources in the Congo so they have no choice and they got to march towards somebody's border to get some help. Loosing is when you give it to them. You let it go. You loose it. Use it in a sentence. Americans are loosening their freedoms. UK are loosing their homeless. Y'all know homeless is on the rise in the UK? People dying in front of, what is it, Parliament? What y'all call that building in Westminster where all the evil people get together and they meet and the idiots and do the idiocracy? People dying, just like Washington, D.C. I think there's something there. I think empires can't care about their people. That's what I think. Empires have to get their people to loose, so they lose. So she let me off the hook. But empires can't care about their people. Empires are about murdering people and stealing. And smart people in those countries are supposed to be about stopping it. I know the American economy is about to collapse. Is anybody paying attention to anybody care? Anybody? You just hate Trump, that's it. Love Trump, hate Trump. Anybody care in the UK? Y'all supposed to be standing up against all of this right now, not funneling more guns to Saudi Arabia. This doesn't end well for none of us. Craziness. So I don't know anything about the whole bomb thing. I know a little bit. I know what y'all posted. I don't want to know nothing about it. Stupid. If you're dropping bombs on little kids and weddings and just trying to get married and start a family, you're dropping bombs on soccer fields and hospitals, 22 a day now and 18 under the last administration. Damn it, somebody gonna send you a bomb. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. I'm happy though that none went off, because I can't be happy about that. I'm not into violence. But it's gonna happen. If you live by the sword, you will die by the sword. That is an old understanding. We know how that works. If you destroy continents, eventually karma's gonna come back and destroy something in your continent. Just how it works. If you destroy people's countries, they're gonna migrate towards your border, and they should with guns. But they're not. They're not. All the lies about, oh, MS-17, 92, and Bloods and Crips, all in the gangs, and they're all coming up with the migrants. All I see is children and people who are carrying the few things that they got left. Let's live in common sense for a little bit. That's why the dumb stuff. All right, I gotta say something here. Unfortunately, we might actually need Trump to save the world. We might need, because unfortunately, he's the president of the empire. He's the only one with a microphone that can say something and actually people do something. Just the idea of that. I remember Trump back in the 80s. But the idea that he's like running all of this and he's the only one who possibly can save us is insanity. But the whole world is in collapse, right? Congress is fighting over about the funneling of guns to Saudi Arabia, and I'm just like, that's not the problem. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. They're funneling weapons to every continent on this planet. They are the biggest weapons dealer in the world. And I think number 2 is what, UK, and then France and Germany are in there somewhere. I don't care. You're not gonna get a clap from me because you stopped funneling weapons to Saudi. F you. I don't cuss. That was EF. F you. See, the kids are teaching me. You don't have to cuss. You can get away with stuff. Oh, we used to get spanked for that anyway. You don't get claps from me from doing what you shouldn't have been doing to begin with. You don't get a clap. You don't even get a golf clap from me. You don't get a golf clap. You don't get any kind of clap from me if you start doing something that shows that you might have some sentience. That's not what it's showing. The only reason that they're doing that is because Jamal Khashoggi was in a family of billionaires. That's the only reason why they're doing it. They murder poor people every day. People dying in tents in the UK in shadows of other people, and they say they can't even find them because they're in tents in there in the woods just out of view until somebody smells the body. You shouldn't have been funneling guns anywhere. You know, it would be within the right of the Honduras people to get together in gangs and come here for what we did and destroyed their countries. That's why I think it's all about sentience. I think that's the only way we can get out of here. Helena said, yeah, that's why we are friends. Yeah, we are friends. You know what? I had to give an appreciation post the other day. I appreciate my friends here. The reason why I appreciate my friends, because we don't agree, but we're still friends. Yeah, well, this is not a block festival. Some people still do that. The people who don't get it, the ones where you don't give the narrative that's sensitive to their birth, they want to run and hide because they don't want their eyes to see. I don't want to say it. They're saying the truth. And it doesn't make me feel good as a person. I'm a Democrat. I'm African American. I'm Hispanic. They're not making me feel good. I'm so sensitive. I feel for you if you're under 26. If you're over 26, we ain't got time for that. None of us agree. That's why I say, somebody sent me a thing, said, I don't post on your thread because your friends always defend you. First of all, they're my friends and they don't always defend me. If I say something that's right, they back it up. These people have integrity. If I say something that's wrong, they come for me. That's how this works. And no one's mad at each other. Like I guess, because I don't spend time everywhere else on the internet. And I guess people are fighting, yelling, screaming, calling about each other, mamas yelling, acting like little children in view in public of their children. We disagree. And the next day, okay, it's good. All right, well, listen, I spoke my piece. You spoke your piece. We disagreed. Disagree on vaccines. Maybe we agree on GMO. We disagree on GMO, but we both understand damn Chiquita banana. Maybe we disagree about you being a Democrat or Republican or left or right. And the next day we agree that we shouldn't be colonizing the world. Then we drop it and move on. And the reason how that happens is mutual respect. I respect you. I respect that you're a human being. You have thoughts in your head and you can figure stuff out. I don't have to figure nothing out for you. I don't want to tell you what to do. You don't want to tell me what to do and you think I got a brain in my head? Then okay, well, let me figure it out too. You post your facts, you make your statements, and you move on. Don't have to have the last word. Damn it, this is not a marriage. This is not a marriage where you got to have the last word. That's why the divorce rate is so high. Stop getting the last word. Let other people think for themselves. You don't have, we're in an authoritarian apocalypse. And if their narratives aren't right, they want to block you. So, but you got to let children be children, you know? We got a world to save. Let me see. I'd rather be in a banana plantation than a banana republic. Exactly, Crystal. And unfortunately, and you know what I'd rather, Crystal? I'd rather the people with the banana plantations actually like me than hate me. Hate me. This is what I mean by that. You know, there's not one analyst that I've seen that's saying the U.S. economy is strong and it's going to stay. The dollar is not going to collapse. They're all saying the dollar's collapsing, the U.S. economy is collapsing. It's going away, gone. I prefer the people around us with the bananas and the cassava melons and the tomatoes and the peppers and all the things that we eat actually like us, not be at the border being shot at. I'd prefer it. See, this is what we talked about before. Because Americans don't grow food. All they grow is soy and corn bean because you sellout politicians that like money. They write the laws so everybody grows GMO corn and soybeans so the chemical companies have a lot of money so they can sell more pesticides, destroy the aquifers, give you cancer, raise up the cost of healthcare, and destroy the ocean and runoff and your drinking water that you can't fix because you can't get anything naturally grown. If America's collapsing, damn it, I'd love it if the people around us who grew food in tropical countries actually liked us and aren't just going to sit back and laugh at us as the jungle comes on. It's going to be welcome to the jungle in America, and it's not going to be fun. Which is why you take care of your neighbors. We did a video about that a long time ago. National security is the same thing as neighborhood security. When your neighbors like you, you're good to go. When your neighbors don't like you, you don't have any security. National security is just taking care of your neighbors. Nations, continents, states, neighbors next door, when you take care of them, they take care of you. You go borrow some sugar from them. When you need some sugar, they got your back. You borrow an egg from them. When they need an egg, got your back. But when they come to your border, because they want some food, because you destroyed their damn country and you want to shoot at them and build walls and fences, Hillary and Trump, which wasn't their, it's not their idea. It wasn't their plan. You know, it's just how it is. Banks lot money. Federal Reserves lot money. And so we're walking into the next Great Depression. This is the next episode. You know, this is not episode 1, Idiocracy. This is Idiocracy. This might be season 7. But because they lot money, they're going to make it the last season. Because they refuse to do truthful things. They refuse to do the right things. Americans are going to pick their own damn strawberries. Americans don't know how to grow strawberries. Half Americans probably don't even know strawberries come from seeds, okay? We need help. That's why I laugh at it, because I'm like, the world is ending, and nobody sees this. They're waving blue and waving red and rallying with their base instead of forcing any kind of a sentient conversation among the politicians that are causing the problem. That's why I say we don't have political problems. We got people problems. We got psychopath problems. The governments are doing psychopathic things and people hate us for it. You funnel weapons to another country, yeah, you're going to increase rape and cause problems because you don't like the government. It's not your government. It's those people's government. America doesn't get make those decisions. Neither does U.S. fruit or Chiquita banana. The people who live there get to determine their governing, not you. And if you do that and you break it, it's your. It's like this. Like, I still trifle with this voting thing. I can't see how if I go vote for people funneling weapons around the world, that's a good damn idea. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's going to make a lot of people that'll hate my children if we're not all dead because of these dummies playing Idiocracy. So they're not getting any claps from me if they actually stop funding the weapons. But first of all, America looks like they were joking. It looks like the UK was joking and France was joking. It looks like the only one who's coming through on banning weapons to Saudis, Germany, but you're not getting my clap. You shouldn't have been doing to begin with. Wars are for psychopaths. Funneling weapons are used for wars to shoot people, usually who don't have weapons. Those are for psychopathic people. It's for people who like rape, they like destruction, they like murder, and they like causing problems in stable, secure neighborhoods of their neighbors. What kind of psychopath does that? Think about it from this perspective. Would you go to your neighbor's kids, and give them some guns? Would you? Would you go to your neighbor's kids and say, you know what? I don't like your parents. Your parents suck. Here's an AR-15. Do whatever you want with it. Would you do that? I know a psychopath would do that. And that's all we did in Honduras. It's all we do in Colombia. It's all we did in Venezuela. It's all we did in Brazil. It's all we did all over this planet. But people don't seem to realize that. They think that people are running towards our border for help because they're poor and their government is the problem. Their government is our government. We toppled all their governments and the CIA, and we put those governments in place. Or we like them because those governments were selling out the people to American corporations so they can get their bananas and minerals cheap. It's not their government. It's part our colony. So it's coming to an end. Might be the last season of America, y'all. But it looks like the UK is right behind it because if the dollar collapses, then this is why I think everybody's flocking from the dollar. They see it coming. They see it coming and they understand we don't want to go down with America. America is going down for the count. Welcome to the jungle. That's what it's going to be. It's either going to be that or we're going to see it coming. We're going to stop acting gaslit and we're going to start working with other people to make up strong communities where we're growing food and we have farms and we can actually take care of ourselves. So when all this collapses, the only one that's crying is the Federal Reserve and the big corporations. We can do that. All we got to do is make sure people they can take care of themselves. That's all we got to do. Because you actually don't need money. You don't need money to survive. You need food, a house, and some water. And as long as that's happening, it doesn't really matter what happens with the government. They're insignificant. They probably shouldn't exist anyway. Crazy psychopaths, funneling weapons. They shouldn't exist. We are looting habitats. Yes, Sharon, that's what we're doing. We're looting human habitats. We're looting our neighbors' habitats. We're looting nature's habitats. You know, because we give it to Congress. We give all the money to corporations because we love money. So that Gulf spill off of, that was in the news, the Gulf spill off of Gulf of Mexico has been leaking for damn near 2 decades now. The one that leaked for almost half a decade, they didn't say anything until accidentally we found out. Because the corporations run the government. The oil companies run both of the parties. And meanwhile, one is like, oh, we're fighting climate change. No, they're not. They're destroying ecosystems. They're destroying ecosystems because they love money. Well, I had this guy behind me. Where's that? I forgot his name. Because they love money. People won't understand what I'm saying. That's why they love money. That's everything. Every time they say something to me, we're gonna fight for states' rights. Nope, we love money because they're not doing anything for states' rights. They bought both the parties. But you know, this is fun. I'm gonna show you this because this is what people do. That's why I don't like to play these games with people. Like they have stuff like this. And they're like, oh, Idiocracy started under, welcome to Idiocracy. No, this is not a welcome to Idiocracy. It's just season 7. That's it. And somebody asked me, what do we do? Which was good. I was somebody on YouTube that they don't watch me. They don't watch our talks. And this is why I have the comments, because I need people to see it's not just me. I thought it was just me. I was going crazy years ago. I was like, y'all crazy. You Democrats, you're murdering blooders of Republicans, killing everything. And I was like, people look at me that y'all see the meme of the NPCs, the non-playable characters, touching the guy's shoulder, like people touch my shoulder. It's like, it's okay, Gerard, you're crazy. It's okay, you're just crazy. The Democrats are here to save us. It's okay. The Republicans, they're gonna save us. I'm like, no, they're not saving us, they're killing everything. You know, but now that's why I got the comments here. Y'all can see it. No, I'm not crazy. These people confirmed, like, no, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. I only agree with 98% of what you say, but you're not crazy. We got some real problems. This did not start under Trump. That's the only reason I keep saying to my Trump, the only reason I like Trump, that's the only reason I like him, is he's pulling the dummies out of the woodwork. He's laying out a platform. I don't know if he's doing it intentionally. Some people are like, yeah, he's doing it because he's a genius. I don't know about that. I just know that he's laying out these discussions, right? He's laying things out so we can have them. You know, he's building up the wall, which is what Hillary Clinton wanted to do, which is the opposite of Obama did, for a reason. I speculate. Why is he building up the wall? I don't know. Well, if he's a methodical genius, because he wants people standing at the wall to wake Americans up, which I don't believe that. I don't believe that one bit. I tried, y'all. I tried to believe it. I don't believe it. But it's going to cause us to have the ability to have a conversation about Chiquita Banana and corporations and handing everything to billionaires, every single party. It's going to allow us to have a conversation about funneling weapons all over the planet. You know, I fought lost in the comments. Somebody said Trump's clueless. I don't know if he's clueless. I think he's a billionaire prick. And I think somebody said we're in a prick apocalypse. We're in a prickapocalypse. That's somebody on Harsh or something, some live stream I was watching. We're in a prickapocalypse. He's a prick. He's a rich prick. And you're not going to get that from me, that he's fighting the deep state. You're not going to get. I know what 5G is, and I'm not scared of it. I just know they don't know what it is. The politicians are paid to roll it out. They didn't look into it, and they're not going to. Why? Because they got the money. The Democrats and the Republicans in the left and the right in every single country, even if you got 7 parties, if they're rolling out 5G, it's going to lot money. And it's not a conspiracy theory. It's just damn logic. If you don't know what this technology does, you shouldn't be rolling it out. That simple. But the politicians don't care. The job isn't to serve you. The job is to do a job. It's not a service anymore. The job, like Trump, like Obama, like everybody else, is to take money because they're lot money. That's it. That's the job anymore. But we are an idiocracy. Camacho. And they do stuff like this, like, oh, it's under Trump. And it's like this gaslighting. It's this constant thing. They want to get you to hate Trump, because if they can get you to hate Trump and think he's the problem, then the answer is to vote him out, which keeps the problem. We didn't had idiots a long time. We've been doing this right here. I love this. You got to watch. You can watch a lot of the clips on YouTube. I'll post some when I'm done, but you got to watch Idiocracy. It's very important, because your political parties believe in being idiots. And they are. None of this is new. We've been destroying the entire planet happily because they love money and we love money. And I don't even blame central banking, to be honest with y'all. It's a scam. It was a scam. They got us. Y'all got us. We're going into the next Great Depression. Real soon, I'm eating beans and rice and trying to grow some carrots or something in the winter and lettuce. Y'all better get your gardening books, because you're not going to have this internet thing when all this stuff collapses. When the dollar goes away and the price of bread goes to $20 a loaf because Americans don't even know what wheat seeds are, it's going to hurt. And the UK go next and the France go next. But the good thing is we'll have time to think about what comes next. That's the only way to bring down the dollar and the Federal Reserve is you got to let it collapse. You can do competing currencies if you want, but I don't think we're that smart. I don't think we're ready to accept the fact that when you have that, like, competition, I'm an anti-competition guy. I'm not a crony capitalism guy. I'm not. It's crony socialism and crony communism. I'm not that guy. Competition can be used for some good things. If you get other currencies competing with the dollar, you might actually be able to do something. We might actually be able to take it down without a collapse. Until then, we're marching towards a collapse because you hate Trump or you love Trump instead of just sitting back saying, you know what? None of this makes any damn sense. Hashtag stop 5G. Thank you, Christine. Exactly. Not because it's a conspiracy theory, because nobody knows what it's gonna do. Corporations paid for it. They want to roll it out. They probably don't even know what's gonna do. It's somebody in MI-17 and the deep state and CIA and all the rest of them. They know what it can do. That's why they're behind it. All right, let me see. I didn't want to go off and rant, so I was looking at the oil spill this morning. I was looking at a whole bunch of things. Close this up. I don't want to spend the day on Idiocracy. We can spend the day there if you want. So, because I didn't know what happened with the whole bomb thing. Somebody sending some bombs in America, and to me, it's just not a thing. It's not a thing for me. If you're bombing children, then you're not going to complain to me about some bombs. I think Clinton came out, made a speech, made a statement. She let everybody know she okay. Did y'all see that? Hold on, I might have to say that one. I was like, you dirty, crazy woman. I didn't ask if you was okay. I'm glad it didn't go off, but I didn't ask if you was okay. I don't care. I want to know, is Yemen okay? I want to know, is the Congo okay? I want to know, is Libya okay? I want to know why Honduras isn't okay. I want to know why we're not talking about ending the war on drugs and sending U.S. troops to Honduras right now. Just to be clear, we always give solutions. We don't come up with problems and no solutions. When I worked in corporate sellout America, raping and destroying the world for big corporations, poisoning y'all with drugs and chemicals, we never had a meeting and said, listen, we're going to get together. I get together with my team. Say, look, don't bring me a problem unless you got a solution. They bring me problems all the time. I look at them like, and okay, so what you want to do about it? Well, the 7784 metafade is not working right and getting a syntax error. Okay, have you looked up that syntax error? What's your solution? I'm stupid. I don't know how to program. Okay, I got that. All right, so here's a book. Read this book. Don't bring a problem without a solution. What's the solution? You got a whole damn country of U.S. troops who would love to go be a hero. They've been dying to be a hero. This is what I was saying about the police. Y'all want me to hate the police? I don't hate the police. You want me to hate the soldiers? I don't hate the soldiers. I know them, okay? They grew up, they were the kids with the little pop guns. Y'all remember the pop gun, the ones you like to pop and smell, like, psh, psh. You can say, oh, you get a little high on, I know, I was a weird kid. But anyway, you used to have little pop guns. Those were the kids. They wanted to be a hero. They wanted to go rescue the women. They wanted to go rescue the cat out the tree. They wanted to help people. They're not the problem. They don't write their orders. These guys just want to be heroes. These girls, they just want to go be heroes. Let them go be a hero in Honduras. See, get American jets. Don't do the same stupid thing Europe did. Europe just opened all the borders. Hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in. Hey, yeah, we got room for everybody. Come on in. Come on in. I don't agree with that. I have to say that we have to be smart in our approach, right? You let people in, they don't have a way to feed themselves and house themselves and feed their kids, then of course they're gonna stab you and steal something. That's what I do. That's what we all would do. You'd better do it. Well, not stab. Try to steal it. Don't try to stab. I'd trip them or something. Just trip them up and grab the grocery bag or something. That'll happen. But if you see the disaster coming and you got a solution, you see it coming, you ask for the solution. This is what, if I was Trump, this is what I'd do. I'd do my Trump hand. I can't do his voice. I'm not harsh. Say, all right, got thousands of people coming towards the border. What do we do? Got thousands of people coming towards the border, millions of soldiers and police who want to go help things. They want to be heroes. Let's put them on some C-17s and let's send them down to Honduras. In fact, fly them low over the crowd. First of all, drop some leaflets and say, you know what? Go home. We're going to help you. We know you don't want to come to America because Americans are captives in America anyway. They don't have any rights. They hate it there. They have to stay and they got to fix it because their whole world, their nation is bombing the world, but they don't like it there because they're not free. They can't even grow plants like y'all can. Fly them low over the crowd, drop the leaflets that say that and say, listen, we are sending the United States military, Marines, Air Force, Special Forces, CIA, DHS, CIA, did I miss anybody? TSA, all of them. All the ones we don't want here. Don't want them here. Don't want them here. Yeah, that reminds me of a movie. Y'all from the bank? Daddy said I had to shoot many bodies from the bank. Y'all remember the movie? What movie is that? Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? We don't want them here. They work for government. We like freedom in America. Send them all down there. And so you drop the leaflets on the crowd, thousands of people. You're going to be safe by the time you get home. You put the proud faces of the U.S. military on the picture. Y'all know the faces with the Rambo, and they got the face paint, and you got the ladies, and they got the M16s and everything ready to go, M1 Abrams, and then you fly all the forces low over the, because you know they don't track the trailers, right? They don't track. Because Mexico, like, we don't want y'all here. We're going to take you right to the border. You're America's problem. This is not Mexico. This is not Honduras. We're going to put you right on the semi and take you right to the border. Fly them over the top of the trucks of the people coming and just drop the leaflets. And then let all the jets of all the soldiers and police and Air Force and all the deep state people just fly over, boom, just plane after plane, like an air show. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'd be doing if I was sitting there reading that leaflet? And at the end of the leaflet was an apology that said, we are sorry we colonized your country. We are sorry we killed your people. We are sorry that you lost people, but we're gonna make it right. Signed, Donald J. Trump. You know what I'd do if I was in that, on the back of that semi? I'd do what Ricky did. Y'all remember Ricky from, what's the name of that movie? Boys in the Hood. He told Doughboy, let him out. He's like, Doughboy, let me out. I'd knock on the front of the semi, let me out. Let me out. I don't want to go to America. America sucks. I don't go home. They said they're sending soldiers down there to make sure that they're going to clean up the mess they made in Honduras, toppling our government. I'm going to go home. So it's a solution, very easy. I see 82 jets fly over with soldiers that they're going to put in the street to make sure that my kids can go to school safe. Hell yeah. All they need is a little rock and roll. Send them down. Because you know the Army, that's how they do. Send them down some Humvees, and they got the rock and roll music. They're down there protecting freedom. You know, and the Honduras women happy that they're there. Shoot. What kind of soldier ain't happy about that? And the Honduras men kind of fine too. They got that long, tall, they got that black hair. Y'all like that? Soldiers like that. They like to be thanked. They don't like people putting on bombs, strapping to the chest, trying to blow them up. They want to go to a country where they're saving people because they want to be heroes. Why is that not going to happen? I know they see people say I'm in fantasy land. Why is that not going to happen? Because you hate Trump. That's why. Because they've convinced you the problem with the world is Trump. That's why. They've convinced you that the idiocracy isn't your leaders too, because they all work for the same people. It's not going to happen. So we can learn from Europe, or we can collapse everything. I think collapse might hurt. Somebody said I was a collapser the other day. I don't know what a collapser is. I'm just a common sensor. If we're on a train and we got a lot of gasoline on the train, say we're carrying tons of gasoline, and you got Democrats, Republicans, France, Britain, and Germany in the caboose, driving the train. And we're driving towards, I don't know, a fireworks factory. Sparklers, I don't know, dynamite factory. Dynamite factory on the tracks. And they're not slowing down. And you tell them, say, hey, Democrats, y'all know that's a dynamite factory, and we got a lot of kerosene and gasoline. We got tons of it on these cars behind us. You might want to slow down. They don't want to slow down. Democrats, Republicans, they still speeding away. France, Germany, Britain, they're still just, train just flying around the tracks, going right towards the explosive factory. I just know what's going to happen next. I'm not a collapser. I don't want the world to collapse. I just think that it always collapses. I think that's what Solon told us and Plato explained to us through the Egyptians, that we always lose it. That's why I look at ancient archaeology. I think that we have a lot of great history that explains to us it's not the first time we've done this. We have to look back. If you don't know your history, you're going to repeat it over and over and over and over. I was on voting yesterday. People got upset with me. I didn't say, first of all, let me be clear. I'll be clear to everybody. I never said I wasn't going to vote. And I never said that I was going to vote. I just simply said, what did I say? I asked a question. That's what I did. It's the main question. Because I got questions, man. I don't have a whole answers for everybody. I got answers for me. I don't have answers for everybody. I was asking questions. Because they like to say, well, a popular vote. Popular vote. And I'm just thinking, wait a minute, if you count up all the people in this country that don't vote, assuming they're not lying about the statistics, the vast majority of the country don't vote for any of the leaders. Every election, every chair, all the time. The vast majority of people at the local level, the state level, and the national level do not vote for you. You know what happened if I ran for something, which I never will, because I don't believe in law. I don't believe in telling you what to do. I don't know you, and I don't know what your smiles and cries are. I just want you to smile more than you cry, because when you cry, you come next door and steal my eggs and shoot me. And your kids are bad to your kids, and they're angry, and they're bad to my kids. I want you to smile more. So I'm not gonna run for anything. But if I ran for something and the majority of the country did not feel that I was worth coming out once in 4 years for 1 hour and pressing a button with my name on it. That's not reason for celebration, y'all. That's not a reason for some big inaugural ball and yay! So I ran and I won, but most people don't want. I quit. I quit. I would quit. I ran for Congress or something, ran for president. If I was in the third grade, there we go, third grade. If I was in the third grade, I ran for class president. Rough, tight election. And I got to the front of the class, Gerard, you win. And I look at the numbers like, okay, it's 37 kids in class, and I won on 10. 10 of them actually want me to run them. 10 of them want me to meet quietly with the teacher and decide what we're doing with snacks and juices and what time of day we gonna get them. If only 10 people believe I have the ability to do that, I just cry. I go, Gerard, you won. And 10 people be clapping like this. Yay, Gerard won. And y'all just got this face like, the ones who didn't vote for me and the rest who just don't believe in the system that the teacher gonna let me tell when we gonna get juice. The kids who get it, those are the ones who get it. The kids who didn't even vote, they're like, I ain't vote because I know it's a scam. We did this in the second grade because they not gonna let him determine that we get juice at 11:30, not 2 o'clock. They not gonna let him. It's a setup. The system is a lie. There's the conspiracy. There's a principal who actually run things. Conspiracy theorists. He believes conspiracy theorists. What's his name? Alex Jones in the classroom. There's a principal and he runs everything. Ain't got nothing. He's sitting next to somebody else, Peter Schiff. But it's more than that. There's something called the Department of Education. And Department of Education, they determine how much food and money we get for the food. The little conspiracy theorists in the class, and then most of them just step out like, we're not gonna vote. We're not, because they've been talking about it since the first grade in kindergarten, that he ain't Gerard, he ain't gonna control nothing. It's a front. Man, listen, if 10 people clap for me and the rest of them didn't even want me to be in that position, I'm gonna go color. I get my crayons, man, I'm gonna go sit in the corner and color. I quit. If the majority of people in your country don't believe enough in your politicians, their talking points, or the system that they don't vote, that they're not going to spend an hour every 4 years to vote for something, that's not a government representative of its people. That's a colonizer that's invaded, that maybe started on a good idea, but it ended out where most people don't want it. They don't believe in it. They don't care. So, and I'm not yelling at people who vote. I don't want to do that. I just go through examples because I don't know if it's making any sense to anybody. If it is, you got to hit that like button. Otherwise, I might think, am I saying something crazy? Does this make any damn sense? You got to press the like button. If I don't see no likes, no happy faces, I don't know if I'm making any sense. I see a couple of them. I'm not sure if y'all like what I'm saying. If you actually want people to vote, that's really your intent. Your goal is not to get together in a phone team and call me. That's not gonna work, number one. Number one, I don't respond well to threats, okay? You're not gonna hold my rights. You're not gonna threaten me with Donald Trump or Barack Obama or Clinton, anybody else. I see them all doing the same damn thing. Don't call me and try to tell me and threaten me to vote. If I don't vote, what you're supposed to do is call me after the election. Mr. Gerard, listen, y'all, pay attention. We're trying to fix the world's problem here. Mr. Gerard, we've noticed that you didn't vote in this election. We understand that you're a little disgruntled. We see you in front of some damn bananas, angry about what we did in Colombia with Chiquita Banana. Mr. Gerard, how can we get you out to the polls to vote instead of getting together a phone team just before an election to try to convince you to come out and do something you totally don't believe in? What's wrong? What keeps you up at night? And I'm gonna tell you what keeps me up at night. Y'all murder people, you kill people, you funnel weapons, you rape children, you don't prosecute Catholic Church, you're starving people with famines, you've colonized, destroyed other countries, neighbors that grow food that I need around for when all this collapses and they can send me some damn tomatoes. That's what I'm pissed off about. That's what I'm pissed off about. I'm pissed off about the fact that you don't call people and ask them why they don't vote. And that's why I don't think they should vote. I don't tell them to vote. I don't tell them not to vote. I just look at the landscape. In every election, I see y'all don't give a damn. You don't give a damn. And you know why? If you're on a phone team, I'm yelling at you right now. I love you, but I'm gonna yell at you for a minute because you damn calling people instead of yelling at the politician. Apparently, the politician's not saying anything that most people in the country give a damn about. Apparently, they're not fixing the system. Well, that's the system. Say it's the system, okay? Well, apparently, they're not fixing the system. You want people to vote, give them something to vote for. Other than that, they're not supposed to vote. They don't believe, most of my friends don't vote. They don't believe none of this. They probably think I'm crazy for doing it. Most of my friends live on ranches, got bunkers and guns, and the rest live in cities and they got a lot of money and they don't care. I think there's some reasons behind that. That's why I was asking, do y'all think the Rockefellers vote? Do you? I think the Rothschilds vote? Assuming they run the earth. Brother hit me with a conspiracy theory the other day, talking about people way above them, families, and I don't know. You think they vote? I can tell you that the wealthiest friends I have don't. And they're only millionaires. They only got tens of millions, most of them. I used to know a billionaire or two. Kind of know one still. They don't vote. They don't care. They don't even talk about politics. That's why I think Ty was on to something when Ty was saying, politics is just for poor people who don't actually know what's happening. No, that's not how Ty said it. The quote exactly was, politics are for poor people who don't read. The people with money, real money, the billionaires, they buy the law. They don't care who you vote for. And then the millionaires who know the politicians, they know that the laws are being bought. They're just playing Monopoly a hell of a lot better. And they got a lot more properties. And they really don't have time for this. Like, they're trying to manage those properties. They got that rich fear going on. That's why I want to be rich. I don't want none of that crap. I got close to it. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I walked away. Because it makes you crazy. It makes you paranoid. Y'all watch Ty's video on paranoia. It gives you TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. And they had OBS before, Obama derangement syndrome. It gives you that. I don't want the money. But they don't vote. Why don't they vote? Because they understand how the system works. Sometimes I feel like I'm stupid because I've been voting all the elections. I've been voting. I was doing my duty. Again, I'm not saying I'm not going to vote. I'm not saying I am going to vote. I'm just saying votes don't matter. My vote does not matter. Doesn't mean I won't do it. I don't know because I'm still not convinced in how all of this stuff is working together. But I think it's funny that people think votes matter. I think it's funny that people think they count the votes. I think it's funny that people don't think that they modify the votes in the machines. I think it's funny that people are voting and there's an electoral college that doesn't give a damn about your vote anyway. I think it's funny that even if all of that counted and none of that corruption was in those 3 or 4 different layers that I just mentioned, that the trillionaires and billionaires that run this planet actually give a damn about your vote and money doesn't actually run the system. You can elect anybody you want in the UK. But it's time for Saudi to get their weapons, they're going to get their weapons. The only reason Jamal Khashoggi's a thing is because he was in a billionaire's family. That's it. Short of that, they murdered, dismembered people and bury them all the time. Didn't they? They just killed that guy in Yemen. They just killed a politician in Yemen. What happened to the body? Nobody's even asking. He was on the wrong side. So the American special forces, it was like some elite unit, went over there and murdered him. How is that not a crime? How is it not assassination that somebody lives in the United? You know what? If you live in America and you with Blackwater, Eric Prince, or whatever, I don't know, whatever it is, you go to another country and you murder a human being, you're not even supposed to land a plane. The DHS, and the FBI and the CIA, they supposed to get on a plane and meet you in the air and put cuffs on you before you even land. But why is it okay? Why is it okay for our betters to murder people? A billionaire can come murder you right now and get away with it. Because they run the world, and you keep voting for them to stay in power. That's why. Idiocracy didn't start under Trump. It's just being continued. We gotta rely on Trump to save the world. But Trump might be crazy enough. He might be crazy enough. I agree. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say he's clueless. I think that he has a plan that has nothing to do with us because he's not being forced. I think he's a narcissistic sociopath, psychopath like Obama was and Bush was and all the rest of them was. You don't get to kill people and go to sleep at night and be okay. You kill people, you're supposed to feel bad about yourself. But he's a showman. And I think if people all got together, they stopped fighting across these little stupid lines, and the majority of Americans said, look, we all gonna die and we know it. And when we die, France and Britain and Germany, all our allies, they're gonna come here and kill more of us and steal our technology. If they can get well, no, I don't know. I mean, our government might hide under the bunker and defend it. I don't think they will. Because I don't believe none of this. I don't believe that they give two damns about America. I think the people who run all of this are just international corporations, and they're like, America is just something, it's just a commodity to day trade. They'll let it collapse. They could care less. But we got the weapons and the top secret weapons and all of, I don't believe they belong America. Take it to my Crocodile Dundee. Belong to Mick? I don't think that was Mick's land. I don't think that your technology in America, I think it's in America, and the multi-trillionaires who paid for all of it, they take it back when they need it. They want to take it to Russia because Russia going to rule the world now. Russia rule the world. America can go to being a starving colony, and they wouldn't give a damn because it's how the world works. Like we say it all the time. We all agree money makes the world go round. Say it out loud. Money makes the world go round, not politicians. So everything that can be bought with money, the people who actually print the money can buy it or take it back at any time they want. Whether that be your military, your tanks, your airplanes, your bombs, your guns, your whole warring mechanism, they can take it all back. They can lift every single alphabet agency, lift them all up out of here, take their families and houses and put them in another country and do America all over in China anytime they want. But we act like children and we don't think about how this world works. Money makes the world go round. All right, I'm gonna look at comments. Whew, what time is it? Oh man, I'm always, I got to ranting this morning. When people are coming towards the border, you need to know why they're there. They're not there to beg. They're there because everything we stole out of their country, including the lives of their loved ones, are here. They got spirits. They're not there some saps begging at our border. They're there because they're human beings and they've been chased out of their country by warlords that we continue with the war on drugs. And that's the other solution. I mentioned, you're worried about people marching towards the border. End the war on drugs. End it. There's no reason for it. I'm scared of drugs. Don't be scared of drugs. It's not your body. If somebody wants to take holistic medicine, that's up to them. They're having problems in the marriage, wife, whatever, and they take some holistic medicine to help them get up in the morning. Mind your own business. That's my stance with abortion and everything else. Say, you like abortion. No, I don't like abortion. I would never get an abortion because I don't have a womb, number one. And number two, I don't like people cheering abortion, wearing shirts. I got my abortion. That's stupid. I'm sorry. It's ignorant. It is ignorant. It's just not my body. Why would I tell somebody else what to do with their? You're not going to tell me what GMO and vaccines to put in my body. I'm not going to tell anyone else what to do with their body. That's between them and God. That has nothing to do with me. Same with drugs. As Jesus went and heated his herbs, most people say it's cannabis. It's not your business. End the war on drugs immediately. The cartels lose the money, which is all the MI-16. Everybody's scared of them. The only reason you're scared of them is because they got money. The only reason they got money is because they sell drugs. The only reason they sell drugs is because you got a war on drugs that keeps the prices high. End the war on drugs. Let everybody grow their own medicine and the whole thing collapse. All the cartels, all the gangs. And so you don't have to worry. They can't even buy bullets and tanks or anything. So you don't have to cry and be scared and shaking in your covers at night. But your government doesn't do it. Because they don't care. Okay, maybe they care. But they lack money. They lack money. And as long as they lack money, money will make the decisions. As long as they lack money, then that's what's going to happen. As long as they lack money, they'll give you anything that they need to make you stupid. Could be a race, could be a religion, could be nationalism, but anything to get you to divide up and turn on people, your neighbors that you're supposed to be looking out for, that gives you national security in times of collapse, means you can take care of yourself. They lack money. And as long as they lack money, they're going to feed into the division. And we all die. I don't think that's a good idea. All right, I'm going to look at comments and I'm going to get out of here. It was a little deep this morning. It's a little rough. I didn't even get into the news. I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to post, but I posted afterwards. Remember when we used to vote in a private issue? Yeah, I'm really old. You know what? I like that, Sharon. I'm going to have a brother on. We're going to talk about, he's got something called direct democracy. I don't know a whole lot about it. I saw a little bit on the live stream. We're going to talk about it. But yeah, and I think that has something to do with that. When you vote directly on issues instead of in stupid guilds of 10 checkpoints you got to check to make sure that you're stupid. I believe in this. I believe in this. I believe in gun rights. I believe in abortion. I believe in I'm stupid. Okay. So I have no critical thought. I'm on your team. Otherwise, you're not on your team. Or I believe in healthcare. I believe in invasion and colonization. And I believe in welfare, giving people stuff instead of helping them. You know, you got to check all the stupid buttons to make sure that you're stupid on that tribal side, that bigoted side. You know, people vote directly on something. Maybe. But you still got to deal with the problem of money running the world. Still got to deal with that. Money runs the world and very few people print it, which means they run the world. They own the world. And I don't think it's the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. I think those people you'll never get to know. I don't want GMOs at all. All right, Brother Mark, you're going to be healthy then. And y'all see that they pulled back the Monsanto lawsuit? The brother got 300 million. They knocked it down to like 39 million or something. Why would they do that? The man is dying. Why would they do that? Because they lack money. And they lack Monsanto. And they lack Bayer. And Bayer gives them money, so they lack money. And so they don't want the lawsuits to collapse the company. They got thousands of lawsuits on the books right now because they know that mess is a carcinogen. They glyphosate. Not a suspected carcinogen, it's a carcinogen. Not suspected. If it causes one cancer cell growth in one human being anywhere, it is a carcinogen. They play these games on you because they're about percentages. It may not cause cancer in everybody, but it might cause cancer in one person or you, and it damn sure in him. But they own the politicians. So of course, they can get the lawsuit reduced so they get to be a company. They prepare for such things. They save money up to make sure that they can pay the people off and keep murdering other people. Right now, there should be an outcry for that. They gave a damn. They pull all that crap out of the foods and the kids, that the kids going to lunch, eating GMOs and glyphosate right now, today, right what time is it? Right now, some kids in about 30 minutes about to go in there because the class president couldn't work with the teacher and change the lunchtime. Well, most of the class never votes for the class president. They know it's a scam. At the age of 6, is it 7? How old are you in your 3rd grade? They realize it's a joke. But people 50 years old in America just still ain't figured it out yet. Still thinking about it. Keep on thinking. So I said, Idiocracy didn't start. Been going a long time. Just keep reading. These people got some good links for you. Where Wanda links at? She got some good links for you. Just read the links. Don't say nothing till you know. Read the links and get your education on how the world works, and then speak on what happens in the world. Until then, don't say what the Democrats tell you, and don't say what them Republicans tell you, because they're lying to you. They lack money. All right, comments. Don't yell. Hugs are worth more. Exactly, Mark. You solve the problems, and it's very easy. Don't yell. Hugs work. They work better. People listen to you when you hug them. They don't listen to you when you yell at them. Somebody tell Antifa that. Vote for any one man that has all the answers. Yeah, Brother Jack. And nobody has all the answers. The answers are with 7 billion people. There's 7 billion perspectives on this planet. And when you listen to 7 billion people, you got 7 billion smiles and not a whole lot of cries. And when all the neighbors are happy, we're all good to go. But when your neighbors are angry, you gotta buy guns. Right? That's why I'm not a gun rights person. I'm not a take the guns person. I don't think that you can regulate guns because there are a lot of crying people. As long as they're crying people, people got to defend their food, defend themselves. As long as they got a government that's the biggest weapons dealer in the world, you better have yourself a damn gun. That's all I'm saying. Not that it'll stop them, but when the peasants have knives, the king has to think at least about what he does. Most of Europe then gave him up, so knife crime is going through the roof. You know, so no, I'm not a I'm not a gun lover. I know history. I've seen how this works. It never ends out well for the serfs that gives up their weapons, their swords, because pitchforks don't do well against cutlery knives. They don't do well against katanas, let alone a damn drone or a tank. All right, let me see. Can't like or react to anything because I'm in Facebook jail. That's another thing. I see everybody complaining about the censorship, Lola Mar, and nobody's. How is that not in the campaign anywhere? They're not even talking about it. Because they don't care, because they lot money. And controlling people helps them to make a lot of money. Chiquita Banana in Ecuador. Exactly, Harley. And that's the whole thing. And how is Chiquita Banana still a damn company? They murder people. How do you get to be a how is Monsanto still? How did Monsanto even get sold? They've killed thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. Because our politicians love money and you don't love your neighbor. And if you don't love your neighbor because they got a Trump sign, then you don't love your neighbor because they got an Obama sign, then you ain't figured out how all this works. We all live together, but we all die together. We just become another etched in stone story from the Egyptians of the next civilization that went extinct because they were too stupid to realize don't side with the kings. The kings are never on your side. You don't have any kings on your side. I won't vote till it matters again. All right, Mark, like I said, I don't tell people what to do. I look at what people say and I try to make sense of it. Right now, I don't see how it's gonna make sense for me to vote for murderers. People say third parties, yeah, you gotta have other voices. I like third party. Some of the third parties at the local level, some of them a little nutty. Some of them at the big level, they sold out. That's how it works. When you print money, you don't think that the Federal Reserve can't buy a third party. So I'm not against any of them. Yeah, I know what I can't do. And I'm afraid that if I vote, I'm consenting to keep all of this going. Billionaires buy the vote. Yes, they do, Mary. They buy the votes and they don't give a damn. Voting is a way to divide us. Mary, you're right. They do. They definitely divide us with their vote and who to vote for. I know one billionaire oil banker friend of the family. His personal life is in shambles. Exactly, Lori. I saw that with the wealthy. And that's why I don't want to be one. I don't want nothing they got. All they can do is help me build a big grow facility so I can grow food for people. Short of that, I don't want their cars, don't want their problems, don't want their drugs, don't want their hassle, don't want the women, the husbands and the wives, all of them jacked up. Don't want none of it. I know what money does. Money breaks people. We aren't designed to have power over each other. It's not the money, it's the power. We aren't designed to have that power over people. A good example I get, I'm not going to that example. I'll just say that there were different cultures, and I had to some people on my team worked in India. And I was given instruction on how to manage people in India, and that because it's a different culture, if you don't yell at them, that they don't take you seriously. And I don't know how true any of that is. It seemed true, but I'm not going to do that. But that's what money does to you. That's what power does to you, is that they teach you how to rule people. I don't want to rule anyone. So that's part of the reason why I left. I had nothing to do with that stuff. It'll make you into a bastard. It'll normalize things that aren't a part of your culture. Yelling at people is not a part of my culture. Controlling people is not a part of my culture. We the people went to paper ballots because he said he would arrest her, lock her up, drain the swamp. That's how he got in. Yes, Brother Jack, same thing Obama said. Obama said he was coming for the corporations. Obama said he was going to end the war. Obama said that he was going to fight for Americans. And he fought for the banks. Trump said he was going to do all those things. And he's fighting for the banks and the billionaires. You know, so far. And that's just the real ugly of it. The presidents don't make any decisions. And I think people need to just wake up and pay attention to that fact. They're giving us just enough rope to hang us. Exactly, Brother Joe. They're giving us just enough rope for us to hang ourselves. We are loosing our own lives. Not losing. Losing means they're taking it. We are loosing. You got two sides fighting each other, poisoning each other, and destroying each other's ecosystems. We are loosing our lives. We are giving intentfully, consensually, saying that you can murder me. We're saying it's bad when Jamal Khashoggi gets murdered. It's okay when the Yemens get murdered. You know, it's bad if a billionaire gets murdered. It's bad if one of our betters, queens or lords gets murdered. But if one of us gets murdered, it's perfectly okay. See, I don't know what happened with the bomb. I see people talking about the bomb stuff. I don't know what happened with it. I just say that I believe that our ancients said that if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If you're dropping bombs on people, I'm the wrong person to complain about you getting mailed a bomb. I'm the wrong person. Besides, I think it's a distraction anyway. I don't know if it's a false flag. I noticed that the stamps weren't stamped. I don't know if it's a false flag. What I do know is they're using it to divide people. Why? Because it's going to rally Trump folks with Trump, and it's going to rally the other folks with the Democrats. And I'm just like the Republicans and the Democrats, the same damn people. I think they sent them all to Democrats or something, but it's not a thing for me. If you murder people, eventually people are going to show up and try to murder you. That's just how it goes. Human nature is that way. People want revenge. The best answer is don't be violent, don't kill people. My only question is, why did they murder him in such an obvious way so everyone could see it? It's strange. Yeah, Ivana, it is strange, but I think everything they're playing us with. Everything they do, they play us. We don't know what's a false flag, what's true, what's fake. He could be dancing and singing with Osama bin Laden in a resort, and we would never know because we believe these people and we keep them in power. So we never know anything. My point is that, you know, it's stupid that it's actually news over top of the thousands of people we kill every day. It's news over the femicide that's happening in Honduras right now. And people are making excuses and saying we can't let women being raped and murdered in the country or try to take care of them at the border or prepare to take care of them or go stabilize their country that we destabilized, as opposed to just wait for them to get to the border and really bad things to happen. Trump can't save an ant. No, Lori, I don't think any one person can save anything. I think a president can make points that allow us to help us to save ourselves. I think we got to save ourselves. But right now, no president's going to be allowed to say anything important because they'll take him out like JFK. I think that's probably why Obama didn't. Y'all say he's MK Ultra. I don't know anything about that. I just know that all the presidents do the same thing and the people are divided. When the people are divided, the corporations rule. That's just how it works in duopoly. We cannot buy corporate water with no money. No, we can't buy water with no money, Christine. That's why I'm a proponent of money going away. I don't think money has a place. I think money has shown that it destroys human nature. I don't want money. I don't think money should be around. We don't need money for water, right? You know, all we need is the equipment our ancestors built, the patents that these corporations don't own for desalinization and all the other things that they made, that they say they made, that they didn't actually make, that's standing on the backs of people like Nikola Tesla, Einstein, inventors who made all the constructs of the things they say that they can patent. It doesn't belong to them. It belongs to us. We can feed everybody, house everybody, get everybody water, and it doesn't take any money. It's not socialism. It's called being a human being and wanting to look out for your neighbors. Keeping your neighbors strong makes you strong. That's one of my favorite lines. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. That was the only fake part about the whole movie. That's not real, because there's not going to be a massive Costco in the end of the world, because robots don't buy anything. And they're not being trained to buy anything. Robots don't buy anything. They don't ask for paychecks. Robots work, they take your job, and when they're told to, they murder you. That's all they do. That's their job. And as long as you got people who contribute nothing to a billionaire's automated world, human beings are just jelly bags to be extincted. Sounds crazy, but look at history. Has it happened before? When kings get technology that's so far beyond other nations, do they invade them? When the people are starving, but the people don't provide anything to the kingdom, do they take care of those people or do they murder those people? All we got to do is look at history. It's not about Terminator looking forward, trying to guess and speculate. Human beings are just human beings. When they got power over each other, they do what they have to do to survive. And the billionaires are scared. They think we want what they have. And they will kill us. Well, it may not even be us. It just probably be our kids. Right? It might just be the next generation. They might take care of us for a little bit. But this is the world we're going into. So that's why I don't let my intellect go out and play with people. Idiocracy started a long time ago. I keep my intellect in a place where fools can't have it. So we're gonna keep on going telling the truth, people. We're gonna go back to lying to each other. Which you want? We're gonna keep telling the truth, or y'all want to go back to joining political parties and lying to each other? That any of the leaders of any of the political parties actually mean well. Actually, you know what? There might be one. There is one that I like, I have to admit. There is one I like. I'm glad nobody sent them a bomb, but I'm pretty sure they will be. They be getting death threats. The only one that's not playing these tribal, racial, class, party games. He's the only one talking about ending mass incarceration, ending the wars around the world, stop funneling weapons. Only one person. That's because his daddy knew what was going on. I have to say his name. His daddy didn't take any money from corporations. His daddy knew money runs the world. If he takes money from those corporations, he's beholden to them. So that's where I am. The last couple comments I get out of here. American Indians will tell you money is a great bartering tool. Well, I don't know anything about that, Brother Jack. I just know that money, it changes a human being. It gives them too much power, and it makes them okay with killing other people. And I think it's 2018. I think we have to evolve out of violence, telling people what to do and killing them, stealing what they have, and then being upset at them that they come to our borders to complain about it. There are all the ones that need to be arrested. All those people coming are all paid by George Soros and the CIA and the cartels. Is that right, Blue Lady 22? And have all of them been taken already for the slave labor in Mexico? Or well, Blue Lady 22, I think you might have missed the video. Trump is going to end the Fed. Blue Lady 22, Trump is not going to end the Fed. The Federal Reserve will murder any president that even comes for them. All the presidents who tried to end central banking, they killed. Lincoln, they killed JFK, who tried to end central banking. And there was somebody in between who tried to end central banking, which is all the Federal Reserve is, banking cartels. The last guy, I forgot his name, they poisoned him. So Trump is not going to end the Fed. We got to speak reality, folks. We can't speak fantasy. The only president that could do something like that is a president that people were behind. The people aren't ever behind the presidents. The people are divided too much. That's how they killed JFK, and nobody cared. Nobody even questions it anymore. So the people who murdered JFK know they can get away with murdering any president. So no president can do any of that. People coming for the border, that's why I talk about history and I talk about colonization, because I want you guys to look into it. Sister, you need to read a book by John Perkins called Confessions of an Economic Hit, and he explained that why people are walking towards the border. It's not because they're MI-17, they're not MI-6, they're not any of that. Are any terrorists hidden in the bunch? Possibly, but nobody from America sent any planes to go look at those people. And all the pictures of the people, they're just people who are impoverished, who are walking towards the border looking for help. Don't believe what you believe in the news. Obama was paid to lie to people. He was paid by Citibank. They picked his whole cabinet. And whoever controlled him is controlling Trump. We got to speak reality. We got to get out of the identities. We got to let go of the Democrat, Republican, Trump, Obama, Clinton. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is money. That's it. Money. Focus on the fact that money matters. And if you want a president to actually become great, you have to pull people underneath that president to make them great. And the same reason people don't vote is the same reason that they don't like these presidents. You have to somehow push these presidents or these politicians into plans. If you believe in these things, I don't believe in these things. I don't believe in presidents. I don't believe in politicians. But if you actually want them to be great, then you got to get other people to believe it too. And you don't get there saying things like that. You get them there by giving them ideas that help people, and people will get behind you. Not people who are gaslit. Not the tribal ones, not the dry sister United. You'll never get them behind any president because they hate them because of their skin, or they hate them because of their hair, or they hate them because they just hate them. They'll never get behind any president you feel that could be. But if you want people there, you got to get him saying things like ending mass incarceration. You got to get him saying things like fixing the police, taking out some of the laws that actually broke the police. You know, instead of making it a conversation about the police are bad, instead of the legislators who actually tell the police what to do, legislators who built a world of unconstitutional laws that prevent people from surviving. So that's my 2 cents. I gotta run. Gerard, Chiquita Banana coming to you. Money makes the world go round, and you will not save a world being destroyed by money with politicians that love money. They love money. Money's gonna rule. I gotta go. I'm out. Y'all have a wonderful day now. Thank you for spending time with me at the Chiquita Banana Murder Plantation.